What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Bowman Mega 10 box break number 14. 1-4. How is everyone this evening? Sorry, we're running a few minutes late. Series 2 ran over, but we'll get things back in good order here. So, welcome, especially for anybody who's new to the channel. Welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can. If you are new to the channel, if you haven't been here before, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. In fact, we got one coming up very soon. We're going to do the random next Friday night for the free break that we're doing. So make sure you're subscribed, publicly subscribed to the channel so I can see your name. And we can put it in the random. We'll random it up, and we will find 30 people out of our subscriber list to be in our next free break, which we're going to do it on Friday, the random. So usually it's about a week or two after that I do the break, because I confirm everybody who's in the break, make sure I have their address, their name, so they can get the cards, not just pick 30 people and then half of them I can't ship to or any of that. So if you want a shot to get in that one or any of them in the future, just hit that subscribe button. Also, our website, chefsportscards.com. We got a bunch of stuff up over there. We got a 10% off. You'll see running across the top for all purchases on the website. Prices are rock bottom, as low as I can make them. So we got Topps Chrome over there, Bowman Jumbo. We got Series 2, New Jersey Fusion baseballs over there, cheap spots. We do giveaways with every single break. And then again, when we do the sellout for what's up there now, we'll give away another box of Clearly Authentic to somebody who's in the break. So more spots you buy, more chance you have to win. All right, let's go over the teams. All right, D-backs, Brian D. Braves, Josh F. Orioles, Dustin E. Red Sox, James M. Cubs, Todd M. White Sox, Matt K. Man, my eyesight, even with my glasses, I can't read. Reds, Craig B. Guardians, Luke H. Rockies, Javier, what's up, buddy? Tigers, Josh L. Royals, Bradley B. Astros, Brian D. Angels, Jonathan S. Dodgers, Kevin M. Brewers, Ian E. Twins, Matthew R. Marlins, Javier G. Mets, Bruce F. Yankees, Sean M. A's, Jonathan S. Phillies, Josh F. Pirates, Ian E. Cardinals, Josh F. Padres, Luke H. Giants, Jonathan S. Mariners, Daniel M. Rays, Ian E. Rangers, Rich L. Blue Jays, Brian D. And finally, Nationals, Javier G. Dan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? There he is. There's Javier. What's up, bud? Chris. Everyone, thank you for joining me. We do have 10 boxes stacked up here. You can't, here, I'll do this. You know we're not shimmying you. See, 10 boxes. Gotta kind of get them to fit all up there. All right, let's do this. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. So we were having a little bit of a bad run with Bowman Magas, but our last couple breaks had warmed up for us considerably. So let's hope the heat is still boiling tonight. And we can find some goodness. If anybody hasn't been in a Bowman break with me before, just so you know, fix it just a little bit. Obviously, we sleeve and top load, hits, variations, parallels. We'll also do any of the top guys' chromes, and then usually papers of, a couple of the very top guys. De La Cruz, Churio, Bernabel, people like that. So, and to be honest, most of the first mojos get sleeve and top loaded in the end anyway. So, what's that little piece of shim in there? Had some weird stuff in these few boxes lately. Noel, Guzman, and Lawler. Chris, no work tonight, or are you getting ready to go in? Gonzalez and Mauricio. Wilson and Marte. All right, first two mojos. All right. Dustin Harris first for Texas. That's a good one there. And Jaron Duran, Rookie of the Year favorites. Numbered 156 of 199 for the Sox. For James. There you go, buddy. Benny Montgomery, Pastrano, and Class. It's a concert night? What does that mean, Chris? You guys have a concert there tonight? Who's playing? Like Duran Duran or something like that? I only said that because Jaron Duran. Do you go in at a different time or something on a concert night? All right. Victor Labrada, Montero, Lowe, Wilman Diaz, and Junior San Quentin. You had a concert. Like past tense, like earlier tonight? Is that what you're saying? I'm a little confused. Are you telling me you're at work right now? Is that what you're saying? You're the boss at night, right? You can just hang in the back, watch it on your phone, right? There's a De La Cruz Chrome and Vargas. Duran. It's a super group. Oh, man. Of who? Who can pass up a super group? Hey, there he is, Warming. Kid's killing it. And Dominguez. Old Warming Bernabel. I want to meet his parents. I want to meet who named this kid. Oh, it's over before you start. I got you. But does it bring a healthy crowd in? They watch their super group, have a few beers, and Curtis Mead and Edbert Perez. Then they start rolling the dice, rolling the bones, as they say out there in the casino world. Chicago Rascal Flats. All right, fair enough. Chicago and Rascal Flats mixed is what's his name there? Peter Cetera, Frazier, and Ford. Next to Mojos. Mojo, Mega Mojo. All right, Cabrera first. Piguero, Raleigh, Mead, and Machado. A couple of nice ones in there. That's kind of an interesting mix. Chicago and Rascal Flats. You're not. You normally are not busy after, really. They just like hightail it out of there. Oh. All right, Edbert Perez, Henry Davis, Pineda, Martin, and Isaac Pacheco. All right, box number 3. Come on, Bowman Mega. Be nice to us. Be nice. Be nice. Any big winners lately on your shift, man? Somebody hitting the slot machine in the middle of the night or anything like that? Gonzalez and Martin knocking over a progressive or two at 3 in the morning. James Woods, Mendez, and Lopez. Probably. Slots. Is that where all the action is, on the slots? Throwing those nickels around. Cavadas and Marte. That's the only thing I'm upset about. The East Coast Card Show got moved to Oaks. Now I can't have my, like bi-yearly trip to the casino, play $10 on slots, and then go, why do I do this? And leave. Backstrom and Bello next to Mega Mojo Mega. All right, Backstrom, Hernandez, Cespedes, Angeles, and Rodriguez. Marcelo, Rafaela, Detmers, Casavetes, and Torkelson. Verdugo and Perez. Oh yeah, little college action. Who's your who do you watch for college? I'm not really a college football guy. I love pro football. Triana and Hernandez. I mean, I'm in Pennsylvania, so I guess everybody watches Penn State to some degree. You know, it's like a disease in the state. But I mean, like college football in general, I never really got that into it. I don't know why. I love pro football. I think college football always feels like very one-sided to me or something. I don't know. Pacheco and Frey, like I know that's not the case, but a lot of times it is. I'm always interested when you see like, Auburn play like, St. Mary Magdalene in week 2, and you're like, who set this up? Like, come on. Minnesota and USC. You're a USC guy. That's a good one. Bailey and Cowser. USC is a good one, that's for sure. All right, next to Mega Mojo. Come on, Bowman. Well, there's a Jackson Cheerio. We like that. There's a little something, something in there. All right, Matt Frazier and for Seattle, Novelli Marte, numbered 158 of 199 for the Mariners. Jackson Coar, Benny Montgomery, and hey, Jackson Cheerio. Like finding a $20 bill sitting in the pack. Ian has the Brewers, right? And Seattle is, if I could read it. Oh, my man Dan. There you go, buddy. Nice. Nebraska, too, because your do you have family in Nebraska, or you have family that went to school there? All right. Escado, Everson Ortega, Cespedes, Amador, and Pie. Amador and Pie. Sounds like a new supergroup. Amador and Pie. All right, 6 to go. Okay. Oh, I have family that used to live there. I got you. I got you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wander. I might have to be rooting for Tennessee come next year. That's one of the schools my son's seriously looking at. Cartaya and Luciano. He's severely considering going to Tennessee for college. So then I'll have to be a Volunteers fan, which is kind of interesting because my sister already lives there, and my sister lives in Knoxville. She lives like 15 minutes from there. So, and it's one of the reasons why he's considering going to school there. Rodriguez and Rutschman. You can call me Hot. Make that your new nickname, Dan. Hey, Hot, what's up, buddy? That's funny. Matos and Gonzalez. Cabrera. Pastrano and Alcantara. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's on the list, but it's up there. It's one of his top ones. He's still deciding. So. All right, we got some more Kala. We like Kala. Here we go. Colson Montgomery, decent one there, and Braylon Minier to 199. First for Cincinnati. For Craig. Castro, rookie, your favorites, Pacheco and Lorenzo. All right. I like the color, but let's see some auto, man. We need some ink. No, I think it would be a fun school for him to go to from the school and sports aspect and the town and this and that. And see, my son also has this thing with going to University of Washington. He's been talking about it for a long time, and I'm doing everything in my power to try and talk him out of it. And yeah, it's my son. He can go wherever he wants to, wherever he can get in. And he's straight A student, honor student, all this. He can get in pretty most places, but for some reason he's like infatuated with the Pacific Northwest. Benjamin Bailey, Cerda, and for Cincinnati again, Michael Triana. This one to 225, 161 of 225. Machado and Martin, and at least Tennessee, he could drive home. I also like the fact that my sister lives there, just in case. You know what I mean? He's not that type of person, although he's like stupidly independent. He's an only child. He's always been that way. But like, at least there's somebody there if he needs it, or if he needs to come home, he could drive home in 10 hours or so. I keep trying to explain to him, you go to Washington, it's a whole different thing. Like coming home or this or that. I was like, how would we get your car out there? You'd have to fly home. You'd only come home at Christmas. And I mean, he doesn't care. He doesn't ever want to come back, but I do. So, South Dakota State. So he does have some schools closer that are on his list of top ones. Like in New York, like NYU and stuff like that. And hopefully he'll make that choice. But I'm hoping Tennessee's the farthest he'll go. And I'd be fine with that if he went there, because like I said, at least he's within driving distance of coming home or whatever. But I don't know. Sometimes I think he says the Washington thing just because he knows it bothers me. Like it gets under my skin. So I think that's why he keeps on it sometimes. Curtis Mead and Marcelo Mayer. I mean, what else are 18-year-old sons for other than to drive their fathers nuts? Old South Dakota State SDS, baby. Well, I want him to be happy with his choice, I I think some of his choice is undershooting a little bit, but Leone and Escato, but that's his choice. It's his life, not mine. I can't be one of those parents who's like, you're going to go here, you're going to study this. Because I always bring up the fact that we have like a million great universities right in basically our backyard. Not that I'd make them stay home or anything like that, but Villanova's here. Villanova's an incredible school. It's literally, a mile from my house. Rafaela and Hernandez, St. Joe's. I mean, there's a ton. Temple's a good school. It's just in a horrible place. Like, I wouldn't be too hot on Temple, to be honest with you. It's in a terrible place. All right. Mega Mojo, Sagasti, Marte, Montgomery. There's another Churio and Amador. Well, yeah, I don't know how much. Even if you went to Villanova, I don't know that I'd ever see him again. Which, I'm laughing, but I'm crying at the same time. I don't know what I'm going to do when he goes to college. Bailey, Serta, Brujon, Pye, and Valenzuela. I am definitely the maternal of the family. That's for sure. Like, it's pathetic, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, it's funny. We were talking a few weeks ago about it because he has a list of schools, and like I said, based on his, he's a straight A student in honors classes. He's taken like 11 AP classes. I mean, he's done everything. He's retaken his SATs next week, or for the last time he's going to take it. See if he can do a little better than he did last time. But I mean, he's still done very well. So like when he gives me the list, sometimes I'm like, you might be able to go to better schools than this. He's like, yeah, this is where I want to go. Okay. Like, I'm not going to force you. My wife went to Penn, so she's really on him about trying to go to Penn. Khalil Watson, Nolasco, and Ford. And I think he'd be down with that if it wasn't right here in Philadelphia. Again, it's I don't want to be that close to home type of thing. So, I don't know. The funny part of it is, like, we've never been like parents that are all over him. You know what I mean? Alan and Perez. Like when he was little, I always told him, I said, look, we work in this house, and we work a lot between me and my wife. I said, you have one job, school. You do school and do well. You can do whatever you want. I mean, within, legal standards and such. And he always has. So, I mean, it's never like we've been, all over him about anything, Vivas and Dominguez. We haven't had to. So, like, I could see if we were that way and he wanted to get away from us. But sometimes that's why I say when he brings up these schools that are far away, I think he's doing it just because he knows he'll get a rise out of me. Don't let him go to Madison. Why is that? Yeah, I worry about Wisconsin in general from the stories I hear, my friend. Valera. Here we go. Cespedes and hey, Cooper Kinney. Auto for Tampa Bay. Yay, an autograph. There you go. Nice one for Tampa Bay. Wow, look at this pack. All right. So we got George Valera, Cooper Kinney autograph. Let's see. Ellie De La Cruz and Benny Montgomery, which is still good, but these other two are fantastic. Well, it's funny. I graduated from culinary school at Johnson Wales University in Rhode Island, and that's where the main campus is. They have other campuses, Miami, South Carolina, somewhere in Virginia. Like they have like 5 other campuses, but the main campus is in Rhode Island. And Johnson Wales is known for its culinary schools, one of the best culinary schools in the world. But the rest of its university, not exactly a bastion of education. Lewis, Minier, Gill. There's another Churio, number 3. And he got a thing in the mail from him. He was like, "Oh, maybe I'll go to your old school." I was like, "Oh no, 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 unless you're going to culinary school." And there is no way you're going to culinary school. I would never allow that. That's the one and only thing I'd put my foot down on. This is not a culinary school is not for you, my friend, or anyone for that matter. If you're a really good cook, become a lawyer and then become like the best cook in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful hobby. But as a profession, not unless you want to put yourself in an early grave. That's about all it'll bring you. Oh, there. Let's see. They got out. They got a little rascally, those packs. Where are we at? 11:32. We got 3 to go. All right. 3 boxes to go. Good luck, everyone. Colson Montgomery, upside down. Ian Lewis and Torkelson. Excuse me. I don't know, there's so many colleges out there. I mean, it's like insane. De La Cruz, and and then he said something to me like a couple of weeks ago about expense. Like, oh, that's really expensive to go there. It's like that's not your worry, it's mine. Like, and then my wife's like, no, 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 he's right. Christ. But I mean, we have gotten literally thousands of pieces of mail from universities I've never even heard of. You know, like Wander Rookie. I'm like, how are there this many colleges in this country? It seems like crazy. Hernaya and Pineda. Speaking of which, I'm sure many of you guys saw the Eli Manning Penn State walk-on thing, and which is great. If you haven't seen it yet, you got to go check it out. He gets in full makeup and goes in and does the whole thing. Why are we all saying Big Ten schools? No, nothing wrong with Rutgers at all. Believe me, there's a lot of great schools right around here. But it was funny because in the beginning of his whole, talking about recruiting and stuff, he showed like back in his day, like you got recruited by getting letters, and he had like boxes and boxes of letters of coaches writing them and offering them scholarships and stuff like that, like Auburn and this and that. Like, it is much different now, that's for sure. Rookie favorites: Joe Ryan, Rodriguez, Casavadas, Ramos, and hey. For Cincinnati, Jay Allen autograph. Very nice. 26 years? Really? God bless you, my friend. God bless you. No, I bounced around in my younger days as a chef, and then I mean I've owned my own businesses now for like close to 20 years, so I guess that's kind of the same thing. It's been a few different businesses though over that time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're planning on doing with it. I mean, Colson Montgomery, Lawler, and hey, for the Yanks. Nice one there. Oswaldo Cabrera first, numbered 184 of 250. I am not a person who says you have to go to college. Like, my son has this business. I've talked about it many times on here, and he's doing very well with it. And honestly, if he really came to me and said, you know what, I really just want to keep pursuing this, I'm not going to go to school, I'm going to kind of, or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily be against that. I'm one of those people, I don't think everybody needs to go to college. No, of course, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, or then of course you do. You have to. But I mean, from a business aspect, and that's what he wants to study is business. If you have a good idea and get it going, you don't have to. So I'm not, I'm not one of those people who thinks you have to, but it certainly helps. There's no doubt about it. And you're right. It can be a lot, but at the same time, depending on your financial situation, Yeah, you can take loans and pay them back. It's not, I mean, it's not fun and it sucks, but it's not the end of the world either. I mean, hey, in many cases, especially if you're professional, sometimes like my sister's a lawyer, her company paid back all her student loans and she owed like $350,000. And this was back in the 80s and 90s. So yeah, if you come to me with a good idea and say, hey, listen, I'm going to do this instead of college, I can get on board with that. All right, Chris, have a good night at work, buddy. Cheerio. Sosa and Downs. Look, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on what and how you have to live your life. You know that. I mean, half the time, most of the decisions you made are based on women and children. you know, you made a woman and she gets pregnant, and now you got to change everything up. Just get a job, feed them, do this, do that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But um, look, if you believe me, if you had the opportunity to go to school, have the means and everything, then yes, of course I recommend it. But yeah, I'm not. It's not an automatic that you have to. Sweeney, Witt, Rodriguez, Casavadas. Must have like 12 Casavadas at this point. My son's is a lineman. Went to lineman school in Idaho. Now he makes more. Oh yeah, no, that Dan, I definitely agree with you on, especially in the trades. Dominguez, Lopez, O'Neill Cruz, rookie of the year favorites, Torkelson and Diaz. No, I can tell you 10 stories exactly the same way of guys I'm friends with, this and that, went to, did a plumbing apprenticeship and, own a huge plumbing business now, are millionaires. I mean, yeah, I agree with you there too. Look, I went to a trade school. I went to culinary school, and I will be honest with you. I did pretty well as a chef in general. In compared to most chefs, don't make a lot of money, unless you own your own business or this or that. I was literally probably in the top 1 or 2% because I got in some really good situations, and this and that, whatever. And then I've owned my own businesses or whatever. And I don't regret what I've done in any way, shape, or form. I still love it to this day, but I am getting way too old to do it anymore. I'm just physically a wreck from 35 plus years in a kitchen. Like, I'm just falling apart at the seams. And what I used to do, like standing on my head drunk and high most of the time, I can barely do anymore. So it's just a little frustrating sometimes. Noel and Veen. And I am the only person that I went to culinary school with. Now, that's the other thing too. You have to remember, I went to culinary school when nobody did. Nobody even knew what culinary school was back in the late 80s, and, became super popular in the last 20 years. But even all the guys I went to school with, none of them are do what I do anymore. Even though I own the company, I still work in the kitchen every day. And they've all vamoosed from that, Fat kid hard. Yeah, well, look, situation puts us in our life needs. I mean, it's what happens, and then you're responsible. You gotta, like in your case, John. I mean, look, you're put in a situation. You got to do what you got to do. I get that. All right, last two Mega Mojo packs. Let's do it. Ooh, I feel more hits coming forward. Feel more hits coming. All right, Jose Ramos, Thompson, and Angeles, number to 225 for San Diego. Diaz and San Quentin. Well, as I've told my son since he was a small child, do whatever you can to make as much money as you can, because all that bullshit that money doesn't make you happy is complete crap. I'm not saying you got to be rich or this or that, but life is much more. You're much more happy in life if you can pay the rent and keep the utilities on. All right, last pack. Good luck, everyone. Castro, Pastrano, Class, Backstrom, and oh, wow. Nice, Julio. There you go. That's a way to end it. 196 or 199, Julio Rodriguez. For my man Dan. There you go, buddy. Nice hit. Excuse me. All righty. What time? Oh, man. I'm right up against it. I always am right up against it. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe and stay healthy out there. Do me a huge favor. Go check out the website. We got tons of great stuff over there. Cheap spots all around. I'd love to get some stuff full over there and get some super breaking done there. Bear with me for just a sec while I put a hit recap together, and then we will get out of here and get set up for Topps Chrome coming up next. You know, I'm liking tonight. We were having a little bit of downtime with Bowman Megas tonight. I think did us proud. Never perfect, but certainly not bad tonight. All righty. Oh, you got to have your. Thanks for being with us, bud. We hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. I was getting worried about you. Nah, nothing. Never anything to complain about. Just talking, you know. All right, we're doing hit recap for 2022 Bowman Mega 10 box break number 14. This is a mix of papers, chromes, mojos. These will all be top loaded, of course. So we got Wander, Watson, another Wander, Churio, chromes of Bernabel, De La Cruz, Mead again, De La Cruz, Noel, and Noel. Mega Mojos of Harris, Churio, Cabrera, Mead, Ortega, Montgomery, Churio again. Valera, De La Cruz, Ramos, Montgomery, O'Neill Cruz, Rookie of the Year favorites, and Trey Sweeney. And then we did have another Jackson Churio that I had already stuck in the top loader. And then hits for this evening, we had Jaron Duran, Rookie of the Year favorites to 199. Novella Marte also to 199. Braylon Minier to 199. Michael Triana to 225. Oswaldo Cabrera to 250. Angeles to 225. A delicious Julio Rodriguez to 199. Cooper Kinney auto for Tampa Bay. And a Jay Allen autograph for Cincinnati. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits out of 10 boxes. Not too shabby. Plus all these delicious mojos. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door and go visit chefsportscards.com, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.